Cancer, what's going on? Back with another weekly reading, and I feel like it's going to be a really great message. So, Knight of Pentacles is going to be the main energy here, and the Sun. So, these cards came out in the pre-shuffle, and they said keep them. So, I kept them. 47 reduces to 11. You have 61, which is 7, and then 3 here. And what came out first was Source is saying that you have been I forgot about the meditation part. So in the meditation, I saw someone diving into a pool and like swimming laps in the pool, which means you had to take a deep dive into your emotions to heal. It took quite a long time to do that, and Source had it take longer because they didn't want you to have, it's like slow and steady wins the race. You could only handle so much at a time, so they had to give you information in micro doses in order for you to be able to process it and not have it backfire on you. It's like what they told you yesterday, you wouldn't have been able to handle a month ago. So it's like they knew where you were, they knew your mindset, they knew what you were thinking, and they knew if they gave you other information too soon that it would be detrimental to your healing and not beneficial. So what they're telling me though is in doing this, in doing it this way, this is what brings on your success and your happiness. Someone here needs to go have a nice foot massage. It'll help release energy, toxic energy out of your feet, because the feet store a lot of trauma. Feet store a lot of trauma. And they're telling me that having a nice foot rub, like going to I don't know, massage parlor of some sort, and having a foot massage is going to release a lot of pain. And they're saying when you do it, you may not cry there. You may feel like you want to cry when they're doing it just because emotions come up. But when you get home, the dam is going to break and those tears are going to come out and you're going to be swimming in those tears, which is a good thing because it's releasing pain and adding pleasure. Okay. So you have give with gratitude and grace, and it came out in reverse. Use your mind wisely and set healthy boundaries. So I get the energy where you were overly giving of yourself to an extreme, to a particular person or circumstance. And that's what Source has been helping you heal. As you have been healing your heart, it's also been healing your mind. It's been teaching you how to use your mind wisely and to your benefit and not your detriment. And in doing this, and in taking this really slow, methodical, step-by-step process, which Source has the steps, I feel like you were just following by faith. Trust that it just trusting, like, this is what Source says and this is what I'm going to do. And it's like, even when you were angry or upset and confused, you still trusted Source. I'm talking to someone 333 on the clock who has a really strong connection with the divine. And what they want you to know is, like, they were giving you the micro doses to help you heal, which allowed you afforded you the opportunity to see that you were overly giving to someone, and it came to a point where they were expecting you to give. So at the same time that you were be given this in micro doses, you were also pulling your energy back and setting healthy boundaries. And in doing that, this person that you had to set healthy boundaries with also needed it to happen in micro doses, also needed it to happen methodically. So Source saw how this other person was going to react. Source knew how you were going to react. So they gave you this information bit by bit. And it's like, it took about, I'm really focused on the Sagittarius right here. I just looked down and that's what my eyes are locked on it. When you set healthy boundaries, it caused someone to act and behave stupidly, made some very poor choices. And it's like if you would have set stronger boundaries in all the areas instead of doing it micro doses, this person would have retaliated in very malicious ways. And Source was not going to allow them to retaliate in malicious ways. So, you taking a deep dive into your emotion and pulling out the crud, the pain, just like they want you to get your foot massage, that's releasing dense energy that's stored in the feet. It allowed you to set healthy boundaries, to see things clearly instead of from instead of seeing it from toxic emotional support. And here we go. I've got I've got a notification. 3 notifications just showed up. So in you healing and taking it slow, it's made you a powerhouse of strength where you know how to set boundaries, and it feels like that you're in a place with this person or this circumstance where it doesn't affect you the way it used to. Like the boundaries were set at first, they had some, you had some push and pull energy with them. um I'm hearing, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone, I can see all obstacles in my way. So it's like you had to be able to clear out the emotional garbage in order to have your mind be sharp enough and to gain the strength to be able to set these boundaries. Because I feel like this, whoever this was that you had to set this boundary with, it feels like they kind of looked at you as a pushover and you were easily manipulated. And it's because you have kindness. It's because of your kindness that they mistaked for weakness. And Source is saying, nah to the nah, baby. No. Okay. So, Source, with 3 of Wands coming out in reverse, falling on use your mind wisely, you were not able to see your ships coming in because you were still blinded by the pain. And Source didn't want you to have all of the information at first. You see how there's angel wings covering her eyes and she's above the moon? It's like you have a very high vibration, but this is protection from Source. You weren't able to make a clear cut wise choice because there was muck too much muck in the vibration, too much density in your vibration due to the trauma and the pain that you had been through. So you weren't able to see things for what they were, and you weren't able to see the expansion that Source was sending to you. So they had to clear that out first in order for you to move on. And remember how I said they gave it to you in bite-sized doses? It's like Source was feeding you everything you needed to know in bite-sized doses, and it was protection that they didn't reveal it all at once. Revealing it all at once, revealing it all at once would have felt like you were dying. It would have been too much on your plate. See, it would have been a crash and burn scenario. It would have been too much. So I want to know, what's the advice? I don't want to leave you with just that. What's the advice to move forward from this point, knowing this information? I just saw 9/11 on the clock, and then there's this. And 9/16, that's my mom's date of birth, my angel. And then the Hermit, and she's a Virgo. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mama, for showing up. I appreciate ya. Karma is hitting this other person hard. And they want me to look at this card. While you're about to be put in this position of feeling 10 of Cups, this person is having a Tower moment. They are going through an intense karmic cycle in their life. And it feels like if you were in the picture, and like that's why Source did it in bite-sized doses to kind of pull you away safely. But if you were still in the picture, this person would have somehow made all of their problems that they're experiencing now, karmic energies, they would have directed all of that towards you. But now that they've pulled you back and you don't have, you're either in no contact or very little communication with this person, they can't blame it on you because you're not the one in their life. And I feel like Source had to get you out of that before they went through their karmic cycle. And that's why it had to be delayed, so that you could heal and set these boundaries, and then they go through the karma. That way, all of that karmic crap that they go through is not directed towards you, because you know how people like to just hyper focus on one person, or what's the word I'm like displaced anger. So what's the advice? Nine of Cups. Get happy and be happy. All right. They want you to literally focus on your happiness. They're saying the relationships around you that you're close with right now, they would like you to work on those a little more. Just doing happier things, just instead of like stressful things or responsibilities. They want you to really sit, relax, and enjoy the people that are there for you, in close proximity to you. That song's playing through my head again. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. No more obstacles in my way. You have no more obstacles anymore, and now it's time to get back to the basics of law of attraction. This is my law of attraction card for me. What you put out is going to come back to you. So having more fun with the people in your life that you're close to, enjoying yourself through creative outlets, is allowing you to see the path forward. And you see how it's like an 11 here. So and there's a pathway. So what that's saying is you are able to see the road ahead and how to move forward now, because all of the obstacles have been moved out of your way. All right, so you're in a position of power right now because of all of the healing you've been through, where you know how to defend yourself in a healthy way. And they want you to continue caring about how you feel. They want you to continue setting healthy boundaries. Mm. Ooh, I love lemon water. So good. It's like you were able to take on, in the Ten of Cups, you were able to take on challenges with fervor right now, because of the mental and emotional strength that you have from the cycle you just got out of. And now the cycle that you're in, they want you, you know, journaling, list of positive aspects, scripting, um, laughing more, being artistic, or doing things that are kind of artsy fartsy. uh, and realize that the challenges you have before you now are to sit in this happy energy. You no longer have to defend and fight. No longer have to defend and fight. Your challenge right now is to find your happiness again. So that's the only thing you need to do, is to find that happy. Get happy and find it. That's what they have for you. I love you, Cancer. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.